What's up, guys? Finally have a Trans Am update for you. I know it's been several months since I posted about the car, and if you can see behind me, there it sits. Still have the car. I've been working on it slowly. I've moved and got settled in a new house, and yeah, slowly working on it. Actually getting it disassembled and ready for the body and paint, all the rust repaired, all that stuff like that. Actually sold the Camaro in the time too. Just wasn't really driving it much. Just taking the track a few times a year, and it just wasn't really worth it. And I wanted to focus on the Trans Am rebuild. So yeah, let's get into it and kind of show you guys where it's at and what I've done to it in the meantime. All right, so there it is. See, it's pretty much stripped. Basically just the body is left right now. Excuse the sun, it's just coming right into the garage. Yeah, pretty much stripped the entire car. In this box here is the rotisserie that's going to go on. So hopefully I'll start making more content. I just honestly will come out here and turn wrenches and just want to come out here and not have to worry about setting up cameras and all that stuff. And the next thing leads to another, and you know, then the car's completely disassembled, and I haven't really taken any footage of it or anything like that. So yeah, as you can see, the car has been completely disassembled for the most part. You can see a lot of the original Brewster Green paint there. Of course, a lot of the Bondo, like I talked about before, this whole quarter panel is Bondo. Some more original paint right there. Overall, though, the car is actually in better shape than what I thought it was going to be. There's not really much rust on the car at all on the body. Really, the floor pans are solid. There's a couple little pinholes, but nothing that's too bad. And then there's a little hole right here that's actually not caused by rust. It looks like something hit the floor pan. Overall, though, the biggest spot of rust on the car, the biggest rust area, is just in the trunk, from where they couldn't put the undercoat on the car. So probably have to have the trunk pan replaced, but that's really the worst of it. Other than that, as far as rust goes, even the channels and the windows are pretty solid, all that stuff. Unfortunately, I did find some Bondo here. Something hit right here, and that's actually, and notice when I was disassembling the car, this spoiler didn't match the other ones from a later model Trans Am, because the 70 through 73s are unique. They're shorter here, and then the later model ones are longer. And I noticed that, and turns out there's some Bondo here. You can see on the inside where something had kind of crushed the quarter panel here. So, like I said, this car's had a rough life, but we're trying to rescue it. Also, the trunk pan, or the filler panel, that was damaged too. It's broken. You can see that was previously repaired, so have to source one of those as well. But yeah, here it is. Removed all the glass, all the interior, AC, engine, transmission. Right here is the original Muncie M21s, numbers matching. Original fuel tank, and of course the original engine is here along with some of the other parts I've stashed. And then, you know, this car was running until the day the shipper came to pick it up. The car started running really weird, and it just was hard to start, and it would die. And I noticed when I put it in gear, it wouldn't hold the gear. So the shipper was having a lot of trouble getting it on the truck. And then eventually it just wouldn't run at all. So it actually turns out that it did jump time, but that's not a big deal. I mean, it's got to be rebuilt anyway, so I'll do a separate video, or try to do a separate video of the engine being torn down. Before it jumped time, it was running absolutely perfect, minus it burning oil, so I'm sure the rings need replaced. I'm just going to try to do minimal rebuild on this, just the bare minimum of what it needs, as far as, like, I want to keep it stock. I don't want to do any performance modifications or anything like that. So hopefully I can just hone the cylinders, or just a small bore to, don't know how the cylinders are. I don't know how the guy, when he got this car, how he started it, if he filled the cylinders with oil or anything like that, or if he just started it dry. So hard to say. It could also be just the valve seals making it burn that much oil. But do a separate video on that. Transmission, obviously, I'll probably have it sent out, because I don't know anything about rebuilding one of those. But I mean, it was shifting good and everything like that, so hopefully it just needs new seals, all that stuff. I don't think the car was actually driven hard. And then subframe, yeah, pulled the subframe out. Actually, just so I finally saw the grease on my face. I just got the subframe completely torn down today. It's been very hot here, so it's been kind of slow going. The past couple months, I've not wanted to really get in the garage and tear it apart. So I actually just finished disassembling the subframe today. I'm going to send this out to get chemically dipped. Being that it's boxed, I want to be able to get into all the crevices and all things like that. So I'm going to get the frame dipped. There's a place in Oregon, so it's about a 7-hour drive from where I'm at to get it dipped, which will happen in the next couple months. And then as far as the car itself, once I get it on the rotisserie, I'm going to take all the undercoating off. And I haven't decided. The car doesn't really need that much sandblasting. There's not really much rust on it, but I'm going to take off all the paint in the body using a surface conditioning tool. And then underneath, I'm going to try to save as much of the original oxide coating as I can underneath the car, and then just have a sandblaster come in and get to the parts that I can't really get. So I don't know if I'm going to have a mobile sandblaster come out. I don't want to put sand all over the neighborhood. So I might load it on a truck, the body, and take it somewhere to get the rest of it sandblasted. So yeah, just wanted to do a quick update video. Hopefully next video you guys see me put it on the rotisserie. I've heard that's kind of a job in itself, getting it balanced right and everything. So it's going to be a learning process. Overall, though, the car wasn't really hard to tear down. They're very simple, just a lot of nuts and bolts. Nothing that's too complicated. So I've tried to bag and tag everything as far as bolts go, but mostly I'll probably be buying. I've already bought like a new body bolt kit, so I'll probably just buy all new hardware anyways, just because the stuff is so old and kind of rusty and cruddy. That's one thing I should have done, is I should have power washed this subframe before working on it, because the amount of grease on this thing is just it's just crazy. Every time I come out here, it's covered in grease. So it would have been a smart idea to power wash this thing off before I got to tearing everything apart on it. So yeah, just wanted to give a quick update. If you guys have any questions, leave your comments below, and hopefully I'll start making more content for it.